I'll hit auto skip down here, start again, and it just moves all automatically for you. Seconds, but we'll change that in a minute. Okay, Reddy golfers, back again. This is something different for you. It's a shot tracing app, still got to do with golf. Unfortunately, because I'm not playing real well at the moment. But we shall get some shot tracers in here. I see a lot of people wanting to know how shot tracers are done and what people use in general. So Shot Tracer Pro is that for the PC Windows version we have. Anyway, we'll get into what we do to get the shot tracers done after we've downloaded from our camcorder with the card reader, plug it in, download it onto the computer, into a folder, and this is what we do. Right, so here it is all downloaded into a folder called Junior Clubs. So here we got the first tee here, or just named it. Always name all the shot tracers. I'll explain that in a little bit. That, like this first one here, that's Pecky's first tee off, so that's going to be a shot tracer. So we put T1P, so it's first tee Pecky. Then there's next one's T1 Barnes, so that's my tee shot. And we'll do another one. I did this one here, Pecky's second shot on the first fairway. So we'll do those three for you. So hang around and we'll get into it. Get shot tracer going. There we go. Now first thing you want to do is come down to import video. Just here we go. Just so happens I've got this all set up to save time, but this drop down menu, that's where you go to find where your video folder is to be traced. So as you see here, I've got TP1, that one, and they're the three shots we're going to do for you today. And just hit open. It'll come in, and down the left hand side you'll see it start loading. So we'll come back when it's finished uploading. Righto, we're back. Just to cut things shorter a little bit, we've got some edits here on the left. You just click on it and it brings it into this big section here. Yeah, that wasn't Pecky's first tee shot like that. No, it just wasn't. So we'll come over here to edit trajectory, and you're better off with this one here, the keyframing. It's the most accurate one. So that is not right. You come down and reset the impact frame so you can start the shot trace all over again manually. So this is the previous frame. You don't do it from there, you do it from when the ball actually leaves the tee. That next shot, that one there, then you set impact frame. You got auto skip down here, which means you don't have to hit spacebar after every time you mark the ball. See, I'll show you here. That's auto skip off. I've marked it. Then I've got to push spacebar to get the next frame, and so on. I'll just go back a couple. I'll hit auto skip down here, start again, and it just moves all automatically for you. So you try and keep it as far as you can. You can zoom in over here when it gets too far away, as you can see. Now you only need 5, but if you can get as many purple things as you can, it makes a big difference at the end. So when you can't see the ball anymore, you come down to continue to landing point. So when you get to here, I'm sure it landed about here somewhere. Create line. Now that's probably a bit too high, but we'll see. So it gave you 6 seconds. See that? So 6 seconds long that flight gave you. And as you can see, that's just a smidgy offside. So the landing point wasn't too bad. You come back in to redo the landing point. You don't have to do all this again. Just go to continue landing point just to get it right. I didn't take much notice, I should have. Still says 6 seconds, but we'll change that in a minute. The ball's already landed and the thing's just stopped. So you can adjust down here where it's got 6. You can either do it here or on the right where it's got here flight time on the right. You can adjust it there, which still adjust it down in here as well. So I think it's about 5.3. Righto, but the shape's not quite there, so we'll go and do the other one. This one here, it gives you these little things up here, which I can move that over there, move that there and down, and that'll be more like the shape you just did. 5.3, we'll have another look. So it might take you a few goes to get how you like it. Oh, just a bit off on the landing zone. Now I can just keep going on and on here. Just move it to there, create line, yep. Well, that's way out again still. And there we go. Right, I just stuffed around a bit there. Oh, landing point's way out, isn't it? Jeez. I've got it sussed now. About there, righto. Now I'm going to have to go back here and do this to now that there is the shot. Landed where it did. You'll be happy with that. Alright, so when that's done you can just leave that like that, or you can export straight away and go to export down in the bottom right corner. It does give you options. Export all shots, so I can do all these three and export them at the same time. Export as multi-tracer. Well, don't know about that, I haven't tried that out yet. Or export current shot, so you can do that. Especially if you're not sure where the ball lands and you can't see it on here, you can export it, have a look, and try again. Now anyway, we'll get in onto my shot. That was nothing like it. I was over in the trees down here. Right, you could see the ball take off just inside the line that it was on. So I'm going to use this one here for this because we're not zoomed in. So that comes over that way. And we'll see. Watch the ball. Yep, so that's about right, that one there. So that was an easy one because it couldn't see what was going on. Now we go to the second shot of Pecky's on the fairway. We'll see how the shot tracer went with this. Yeah, a little bit out. So we just go here. I'll go to landing point straight first and do that and create a line and see what happens. When you can see the ball land, take note of where it is because, alright, so it's a little bit right of that. About there, I'm thinking. And how's that? Right, so the shot tracer got there before the ball, so we extend it out to 5 seconds. Just depends on preference. If you want the shot tracer to get there and go out like that, just how that just did before the ball lands, so it gives people somewhere to actually look for the ball, especially if you're on a phone or something, you can't really see too well, but that looks pretty good. So we're all three there. Now if you want, you can come over here and you got all these, you got glow, you can just have it all yellow as you slide this tracer colour, or you can have it start off red and fade out yellow, or it can be all red. You can change the colours by just clicking on the square. So you might want a green one or a blue one. So blue on that one, and so here you go, we'll it'll be Pecky all over. So you can do that where it starts out. So the colour here is what it starts as, and that's end colour over here. So if you want to see it, you just play the video and away it goes. Yeah, now it's blue. But I think red, oh, wrong red. And yellow. Orange, that'll do. So anyway, we've got that. You can get the cast a shadow shift. Oh, where that is. Oh, cast shadow. You got to click that on. See the shadow down underneath here? Cast a shadow. But that's if you want to get all fancy about it. Now tracer, you can have fly out during flight is what you just saw. Fade out tracer, that'll be this one, where it just stays there till it lands, then fades out after the 5 seconds. Fly out after landing, or fade out after apex. We just got the fly out during flight, a lot easier. There's heaps of stuff you can do in here. Zoom, pop-ups, here's one. Add distance if you want to add a distance marker. I'll just use 272 for a just to show you. Do that and see how it's here. If you stick it to the left of this one here is not a real good one. I'll show you on the first. I'll show you on that first one here, Pecky's. You actually see it. If you don't zoom in, this is nice and handy for it. Just slide that over to the side and hit play, and it'll go with the line, just like that. There you go. That's good if you don't zoom into the end, because if you get too much height, it goes out of thing, then it stops and you don't see it exactly like this. So it's a handy little pop-up to have. We do distances as well, so yeah, so anyway, you can do all that sort of stuff, but this is just how we do shot traces. I'll add those in if it's a static shot like this one, or a low flight shot. I'll stick this in here. Anyway, you can export current shot or export all. I normally do a whole batch and export them all in one hit across here. We'll come back when that rendering is finished, because it will take a little bit. The amount of time it takes, you see a little blue line up here in the top right hand corner, it's all finished here. So we'll get to the desktop, and there it is there, all three. 1, 2, 3. So if you want to play it.
Oh, I felt that. Yeah. Not one of your best, mate. I was rushing a bit.
That one. Peckies. Second shot in, we'll see how good that is.
That's maybe too big. That's way too big.
So there you have it for that sort of thing there. So that's pretty much how it works. And yeah, like I said, you can stuff around with all the pop-ups and all this and add some good ones in. I'll stick a little picture of one that I did in a driver only versus full bag, Pecky v me, the front 9, or you can just go watch it if you like. That'll be handy for us. And if you're new to the channel and you like a bit of content and all this sort of stuff, consider subscribing. If not, you don't. Happy days. Enjoy the video. See ya.